What's happening, people? It's Ola, and you're through to the Combat Show. Just wanted to bring you some fight announcements. Uh, it was all flying through yesterday, and every time there was one that got put together yesterday, you think to go and make a video, and they pop another one right back out. So I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna wait till UFC get it all out of their system, and then that way, uh, we can put some of the notable ones out. All right. We have we have Max Holloway. Max Holloway versus Yair Rodriguez. If you guys remember, that fight was meant to happen what, a month and a bit ago. It didn't quite happen. Somebody got injured, somebody pulled out, and that fight did not go forward. But in this instance now, I feel I feel the fight's ready. These guys are ready to go. They've been ready to go. Yeah, Rodriguez is not one of those. We know how dangerous he is. We know how talented he can be. And with Max, everybody knows Max. Everybody knows what Max is dealing with. Max is what Max is as talented as they come. Is as game as they come. He's always ready to fight. Um, as long as he's healthy, he's always game to fight, and he's even taking away sparring matches out of his camp, so it reduces the chances of injury. But we know that this brother is so talented. Um, we know the way he moves in the boxing room. I mean, in the octagon, he's a self-proclaimed best boxer on the UFC roster. And when you watch his fights, I mean, how can you deny that? That's undeniable as far as I'm concerned. So Max Holloway versus Yair Rodriguez. I think I think that fight coming back together is a good one. I'm happy with it. I'm looking forward to it. Yair Rodriguez is a dangerous individual. He's so unorthodox. You just don't know how he's gonna, what he's gonna throw next. And the most one of his most remarkable finishes is the one on Korean Zombie that comes to mind. When you see the way he finishes Korean Zombie, that's one of his most notable finishes. But when this fight when it got put together the first time, everybody was excited about it. I'm still as excited about it. He's booked for November the 13th, main event. So let's see how it all plays out. That's probably going to be a fight night card, because obviously it's going to be a main event without a title. So that we're probably more than likely going to see that on a fight night card. The next one up is this dude here, Paolo Costa. Paolo Costa. Um, is kind of been the joke of the UFC since his fight with Israel Adesanya Stylebender, the last Stylebender. He's kind of been the joke of the UFC, but he made a few complaints here and there, talking about he was drunk before he came into the fight, then he was injured, then he didn't know what was going on. They, he just came with all kind of excuses, man. But we know the brother can fight. When I seen him in there with Yair Romero, up until him getting to Israel Adesanya, this guy did not lose a fight. So it was best up and coming fighters that made it into the rankings, just bulldozed his way up the rankings, and he had a bit of hype um, next to his name. Uh, that loss was a bad loss for him, but can he come back? Now, the guy that they've put him against is one of my favorite meatheads in the UFC, Martin Vettori. This guy is as crazy as the con. This guy is bonkers. I can't wait to see this fight. I'm dying to see this fight. I won't even say so much the press conference. The press conference, Martin Vettori is probably gonna go mad. He's gonna go crazy in that, and Yeah, I like Martin Vettori. I like his whole stick, and the way he conveys himself in the UFC. So he's one of the guys I'm always excited to see fight on the roster. And having these two collide on you know on the card it's just mad. It's booked for Saturday, October 23rd. Um, I'm looking forward to this, barring COVID or injury or anything like that. Hopefully, keep fingers crossed. This is a fight that that we're all raring to see. The next one up is this guy right here, Rafael dos Anjos, RDA, former champion. Um, he's fought the who's who. He's always game, and he's not been booked to fight Islam Makachev. This two was booked before. These two were actually booked before. For one reason or the other, this fight did not happen. But we know these two. uh, All right, Islam Makachev was way down the rankings, but RDA did not care at the time. So I got to give credit to RDA here, because there's been a lot of talk about people ducking Islam. But RDA at that point did not care. He was ready to fight. He's always game to throw down. I like RDA a lot. I like Islam better. People that know me know the reason why. I like Islam better, and it'll be nice to see these two guys finally get locked up in the octagon with the referee, and see how this fight plays out. So this one is booked for the 30th of October, UFC 267. So that's a you know that's a big pay-per-view card right there. Um, I'm excited for this fight. I want to see this. Everybody, in the mixed martial art world everybody always love to see Rafael dos Anjos fight. So fighting Islam Makachev is definitely one that whether this fight is a title eliminator or not, I don't know. I will still think, even if Islam wins or if RDA wins, they will still need one more fight to get to the title. So let's see how it goes. Let's see how um let's see how it all pans out. This next one here is Cody No Love. Cody Garbrandt fighting one of the guys out of CKB, Kai Kara France. Kai Kara France, one of the toughest son of a guns, in the 125 division. I feel like this move is I don't know. This move is I'm a little bit skeptical about this move for Cody. I don't know if this is the right move for him, but he knows within himself whether it's something he'd be able to handle, whether it's something he can deal with. We'll see. But Kai Kara France, it's a handful for anybody. He's a handful, and he is always game to fight. He's always ready to fight. And he's looking forward to this one. He's right back in the gym already. He's right back in camp. Soon as this got announced, right back to camp. And those guys in CKB do not mess around. Those guys don't mess around. Let's see um, how Cody handles this, because TJ Dillashaw going down to 125 was, it was his own undoing in the end. When let's be honest, that was his undoing, and I don't know how that's going to affect Cody, his chin, his durability. Um, I mean, Kai Kara Francis, no slouch. He's a strong boy, and everybody that's dealt with him know that he's a strong boy. So let's see. I don't know. Let's see how it plays out, man. I mean, that's a fight that I'm definitely looking forward to, because I'm very very invested in both guys. So I definitely be looking forward to this one. Now this is one that came out left field. I wasn't expecting this at all, but our boy Luke Rockhold, he's been kicking it with Michael Bisping. Been kicking it with Bisping. Um, We know we know them two went on the best of terms in the first place, but he's been kicking. Bisping. It's like those two are now. It's like those two are now good mates. I don't know. I don't know what's happening there, but Luke Rockhold has been backing it, been mixing it up. I thought he retired, but he wants to try his hand again. Um, and at the belt, he wants to have another run, and he actually thinks he's got the best game plan, the best style of fight to beat Stylebender, but he wants to make that run. And the man that they've chucked him to is none other than this guy here, self-proclaimed jerk, self-proclaimed, you know, and he's not afraid. He's not afraid of it. He's not scared of that reputation. He's just put Uriah Holloway, um, and we know what Strickland is capable of doing. Strickland is a bad man. He is a bad guy. You know what I mean? He just doesn't care. This guy was actually talking about he wants to kill someone in the octagon. Like, bro, everybody goes in the octagon to put food on the table, man. Like, why are you trying to kill, man? You know, um, I don't get that part of it. The mentality, yes, but actually going in there to try and take somebody's life, I don't agree to that. Everybody should be able to go back home to their families, their wives, their children, their moms, their dad, their loved ones, their coaches, their sparring partners, their gym mates, anybody that matters to them. They should be able to go back after a fight to those people that care about them. And Strickland talking about he wants to kill somebody in the octagon. I know they signed waivers and that. And could it happen? Yeah, it's very possible. But would you intentionally want to go and take someone's life in the octagon? I don't believe that's the sport that I signed up, to be a fan of and watch. Um, but it's a sport. It's not it's not death race or death fight or one of those. It's not one of those. So I don't know what Strickland is dealing with here, man. That's not what I signed up to watch. But Strickland is like that. He's a little bit off key. So I don't know whether to take what he says seriously or take it with a pinch of salt. But on this one, I'll probably take it with a pinch of salt. Um, but that's just how I feel about it. Sorry, I've come a little bit late. I've just finished work. Just for I pull up, come to you guys and dropped all these fight announcements to you. You guys are the best. Thanks for rocking with us. And if you are new around here, please, please, please subscribe, like, share, do all of that good stuff. Um, we do this because of you guys. Now, you guys, like I said, are the best. If you're watching on playback, please share it. Please, you know, like it, and get us out there. Get us out there. Salute to everybody in the chat. Big up Diego, my boy. Why not, my guy? Thank you very much for joining us. And yeah, I'm gonna miss out right now. Um, you guys are the best, man. You guys you're the reasons why we do this. Salute to everybody. Hasta la vista. Salute.